Okay, so today what we're doing is creating endless LinkedIn posts using YouTube videos as a data source. So there's a few tricks and kind of little, well, cheat codes you can use to make this really, really effective using make.com and also Buffer and also Apify. Buffer's available for a free tier. Apify, has costs a little bit, but not very much. You'll find that your usage probably you'll be able to keep in the free tier. So it's all basically for the price of a Make subscription. You can create almost endless LinkedIn posts. Obviously, there are charges for the ChatGPT for the image themselves, but it's all fairly inexpensive. Okay, so let's have a look at the Make. This is here as an example of the kind of thing I've used meant self-development as an example for a particular post, and we get this text and we get an image like this. So, and you can basically churn them out. So you can see there's a bunch of them here. Okay, so let's look at the make.com automation and we'll perhaps start there. So basically here, I'll slowly talk through this automation so you can copy it if you like, or basically create something similar, maybe for a different platform other than LinkedIn. In fact, Buffer allows you to post on a number of different platforms. I just use LinkedIn in this case as an example, and you can even choose a different data source than YouTube. But I guess the benefit of YouTube is you can find trending videos and really create a very up-to-date post using YouTube as a data source effectively. So what we're doing, we're setting a search string for YouTube being men's self-improvement, and we're running an actor here. I'm using this actor. It's a YouTube search actor that works through Apify, and we'll just wait for him to open up. But basically, what we do is we put that search string into Apify, which will search YouTube for videos that relate to that search string. The actor I've used, as I said, is one called YouTube Scraper. What it does is it searches YouTube basically programmatically, and you can use the Apify API. All this JSON, don't be too worried about it. Most of its default values, you'll see here, I've limited it to a maximum number of results of 10. You could put that into the hundreds and potentially get details on hundreds of YouTube videos. I've used a search string from the previous module there to actually search for in search queries. Here we've got a little bit of sleep because Apify just takes a little while to run. This module here merely gets the results that you get from the previous actor that we've run. We get it by dataset ID, which comes out of the search YouTube module. Again, we're using JSON simply because it can be parsed really well. The next thing we do is we get the video transcript using a different actor we get the YouTube transcript of one of the videos that we've found in our search, and we run an actor which gets a transcript. It's a very simple input here. I'm using one called YouTube Transcript Scraper. I won't bother to show you too much of that. Input JSON is simply the video URL, which we get from the previous step here, and is downloaded through the dataset items. And basically, this will actually iterate on this dataset. So everything beyond here will actually iterate based on the number of results we get from YouTube. Transcript, we get that there. Again, we sleep a bit before we get the data set again, and you'll find it'll iterate here from the transcript we get. We iterate from the YouTube results. We get to download the transcript here, so we get the data set from Apify. We create a text post. So this is part of the magic here, in that obviously we all know what ChatGPT is if you're looking at this channel, but there's some really good ways to prompt it here that are actually very, very helpful. We'll wait for the prompt to open up, but basically what I'm doing is using an existing social media influencer that ChatGPT would have good knowledge of. In this case, because I'm posting to LinkedIn, I've used a guy called Justin Welsh. You can see here I've said, write 3 observational posts based on key talking points from the below YouTube video transcript, which is the one we've previously downloaded, in the style of Justin Welsh. Now, Justin Welsh is kind of like a LinkedIn influencer, and he's got a huge following on LinkedIn, and he's a bit of an expert in the LinkedIn posting and creating content and all that information. And being a bit of an expert, you can use his style, which is a little bit of cheat code, but ChatGPT will know enough about his stuff to be able to write in the style of Justin Welsh. And so that's one little hack with things like OpenAI, that you can copy people's styles, which personally I think it's a bit controversial, but you can do it. So why not use it? And the output, I'll put it into a JSON which can be iterated on. In this case, I'm creating 3 talking points to create posts for. Okay, so we pass that JSON. It just means we iterate this particular section here 3 times based on the JSON that we're creating in the text post. Text post step, I should say. Creating a post image. Let's have a look at that. Before we do that, let's have a look at the JSON and just see what we're doing here. So I'm passing the JSON string based on the results that we get from the previous step. I should have said that, sorry. We're generating a post image using ChatGPT image 1. We'll just wait for it to load up and I'll show you what I'm prompting it with. So GPT image 1, which is one of the best ones going around at the moment. You're an expert on creating images for social media on men's health, motivation, and self-development. Create an image to suit the following text that will make up a social media post. And this is one of the 3 text talking points that we've got that we pass with the JSON. Made a square image. Now, quality is very important with GPT image 1. The ones you get on Hired are brilliant images, really top shelf stuff. You can tell they're AI, but only just these days. It's getting quite scary as to what you can actually produce. Let's have a look. So we're doing that. You can choose. The only downside of the high quality images is the expense. They cost, it varies, but maybe 30-40 cents US each one. It does vary. And don't quote me on that, please. Once we've created that image, we save it to Google Drive, get a share link, and we post it into Buffer. Now, Buffer is also a bit of a cheat code in it. Basically, let's have a look at the Buffer queue. The benefit of Buffer is you can put the image into and the text into like a queue. Unfortunately, that one hasn't worked. I'm not sure why. But basically, we create a queue, and it gives you the possibility to kind of vet the information before it gets posted. And you'll see here, it'll post this one here will post at 10 o'clock tomorrow, or 10:09 I should say, and you can edit it if you need to. Let's see if that'll work on this. Probably because I'm running Loom, it won't work, but it's thinking. I'll leave it to it actually. Oh no, it's going to come up here. Have the benefit of being able to actually change that information, because obviously with AI there is a risk that it'll print out something that's really not appropriate for your brand. But see here, that's all pretty good if you ask me. I'm pretty happy with the image as well. Let's leave that. I won't bother editing it. We'll go discard changes and we'll go back to make here. Okay, so basically you're adding it to the queue. The other benefit of Buffer is you can post the same post on a number of different social media platforms. I think there's about a dozen you can post to, and it's not for much extra, and it's all within the free tier. Although within the free tier of Buffer, you can only post to 3 different social media platforms. Their paid tier is actually not that expensive. I think it's about $10 or $15. But within the free, I mean, you can manipulate this such that it keeps it within the free tier, because also the length of your queue is limited by the free tier as well. Anyway, let's have a quick look back at the output. It outputs things like this. Okay, perfectionist illusion, chasing it. I won't bother reading it, but basically it outputs pretty quality stuff. One thing I did notice is I'm not getting a lot of organic reach. So whether LinkedIn's actually knows it's AI, or I think more likely the fact that I'm posting under this mythical Coach S that doesn't have any followers yet. I reckon if I actually tried to get a few followers you can promote your page to people you know. You can promote it using a few dollars. I mean, it says here I could get 81,000 more impressions by boosting this post, which may or may not be true. But anyway, that's food for thought. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to show you here. Basically, you can create as many LinkedIn posts or any other social media platform posts using YouTube as kind of like a data source and an inspiration for different posts. I mean, I could run this and create hundreds of posts, automated posts, and they're all pretty high quality. I haven't actually bothered to edit any of the ones I've actually created so far. They've all been pretty good. So anyway, that's my video for today. Thank you very much.